Today I want to talk about why I don't stack firewood. For example, when you look at this, you can see there's one big gap here, but it is relatively tight. Excuse me? It is relatively tight together, which doesn't give the wind much space to work as well as the sun. And as you can see with the big pile, there's plenty of gaps and it gets plenty of sun all day, every day. Now mind you, everyone's situation is different. So me putting my firewood right here was strategic because in the summer, you know, from 11 p.m. to around 4:35 a.m., that's when it's dark. Other than that, we have sunlight the rest of the time. So that is why that is the best place suited for me to dry wood, especially because the wind comes from the west and it slams right into this. So sun all day, wind all day, and because I'm in a valley, the mountains act like a funnel, push all the wind through here. So, you know, a nice breezy day is typically around 20 kilometers an hour. A windy day would be 40 to 50. And then it is not uncommon, it's actually pretty common, that we get 100 kilometer an hour gusts come through here and just dry up that wood phenomenally. So yeah, and being in fire country, we have no humidity either, so it really just adds up to be a perfect storm of drying firewood. So that's basically the reason I don't stack, is so it can dry as much as possible, as quick as possible. Another big reason I don't stack is because all this space, I am in a 4-acre field right now, and I don't need to stack because the only time I can see stacking being a good thing is for the efficiency of space you have. So being in a 4-acre field, there's no reason to stack because I can put wood anywhere and I'll be just fine. Out here in the Rockies, well, at least in my area, we also only have like 3 different types of trees, which is, you know, pine trees, spruce trees, poplars. You get the occasional like tamarack and everything, but that's all you get. So softwood is not nearly as dense as hardwood, hence why it also dries faster. So it really does not take long for this wood to become sellable. I do have a moisture test kit and I do test this pile every week. That's why you guys see me split and it will be bigger chunks sometimes, is those ones I'll set to the side more often than not, or I'll just find them while rummaging through the pile, and I will test those ones after I split them again. Togo, you got anything you want to say? He doesn't care. But finally, another reason I don't stack is the more you touch it, the less valuable it is. I want my wood to be as valuable to me as possible, and that's still more time taken away from me. So in other words, in the time it would take me to stack that, I could have produced more wood. So I see no point in doing it. But again, like I said, other people have different circumstances where they have to stack, or you just want it to look nicer than what that is, because I'll admit, that's not as pretty as a stacked pile, but for me, in my situation where I'm at, that's more efficient. Anyways, I will see you guys in the next video.